Be ready, 5 seconds. With this legislation, we have clearly said that this clarificatory amendment is brought in and the error is getting corrected. But what happens between the 1st May 2014 and now? We don't want to have anything which is going retrospectively, bringing criminal liability and making it a grey area in its own right. Therefore, this amendment is applied retrospectively. With this amendment, sir, the law will be in line with the intent of the legislature, which was before the 1st May 2014. It is fine. Now it is fine. But in between, when there was a time when the error continued and created a lot of trouble for people, we don't want to have criminal liability retrospectively. Therefore, we have to bring this amendment, which is not a substantive amendment, but yet with a retrospective effect. A lot of discussion has happened. Quite a few larger issues have been discussed about the definition, about the treatment of licit versus illicit. Both interesting observations and right observations have come up, highlighting that it is all right now. You are doing a correction which should have consequentially happened earlier when the amendment happened. That didn't happen then. We are doing it now. But what about the larger issues? The treatment of people. Even then also, while highlighting the point that when you are dealing with narcotics, there is a need for palliatives or palliative care, where you will still need a bit of narcotic for that purpose. How are we going to treat them? Though that is not germane to this debate, but I would like to say it here. There is no ban on edible poppy seed. In fact, I might say, wearing my Minister of Commerce hat, we import poppy seeds for edible purposes. Quite a substantive quantity of it is imported because what we cultivate in this country is not sufficient. So, we import every year. In fact, we import from countries like Turkey, Australia. Regarding issues of punishments which are being given to different people like college students who are getting drawn into this, we need a social system through which we are able to deal with them with greater care. We do not want our youth to become victims of this kind of misuse of drugs. Many of the honorable members have rightly pointed out about the harassment which the law enforcement agencies or whoever is undertaking, which is a big concern. I quite appreciate it when Adhir Ranjan ji brought the multi-departmental dimension which will have to have a role in this. He rightly recalled that it is the Social Welfare Ministry, the Health and Family Welfare Ministry, the Home Ministry, the Finance Ministry, and the Revenue Department under which poppy cultivation comes, and so on. He is right in highlighting, can there be a clear demarcation? While this clear demarcation can help, synergy also helps bring together different ministries and departments. Sir, I am coming to the final points of my response to the various honorable members who spoke. I think 29 of them have spoken, participating in detail. I am very impressed about the inputs that I have received. We will keep this in mind if and when the larger aspects will have to be looked into and a fresh law, a comprehensive one, will be ever thought of to do it. So, I just wanted to highlight the fact again, approaching to the larger issue. Mehtab ji, even at the beginning, said, the country from where we have taken this constitution, the UK, does not do ordinances. Why are we doing it? If we really have to bring in the legislation, why do we not straight get into the bill format rather than looking up to ordinances? The tradition of going through an ordinance has been long in this country. I fully agree that this is a matter on which we can speak a lot, and not just for NDPS law but also for other things where ordinances have become necessary. So, if I go by the larger understanding which I get from the speeches of the honorable members, this particular amendment is correcting an error. It is giving a clarificatory amendment and is applying retrospectively because it is not substantive for a criminal law amendment. So, I do not see an objection. The larger objection is why there should be an ordinance at all. In this case, I have explained why the ordinance had to come in. I can understand the other aspects. Honorable Speaker, Sir, I want to highlight a fact here that nearly 3000 kgs of heroin was confiscated in Mundra port. The Department of Revenue Intelligence caught heroin there around 17th or 19th September 2021. 3 persons were later on arrested. We may call them small fry, unknown Indians, or whatever. The names are available through the media.